Legion Remix has been a lot of fun. I plan on getting more into it today and really trying to like hit level cap more and do a bunch of the end game stuff. So I want to watch this video real quick. Things I wish I knew sooner. Tricks and game knowledge for players when it comes to Legion Remix. Let's see what the comeback kids have to say about how we can quickly break Legion Remix and hit cap level and cap out on everything else as quickly as possible.
Adventurers, Legion Remix is here, and after spending dozens of hours tearing through every raid, dungeon, and leveling route, I've discovered a ton of essential tricks, from game-breaking ways of earning power, earning massive bronze quick and easy, to the hidden mechanics that speed up earning every reward quickly. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down everything I wish I knew sooner about Legion Remix. Also,
Nice.
ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to stick around until the end of the video to see how you can earn a free epic edition of World of Warcraft Midnight from the comeback
They
kids.
do an epic
Starting off with
giveaway?
by far the biggest lifesaver in
I had one
Legion
of those.
Remix is this website right here. It's called completionism.com. I'm not kidding, and no, this is not sponsored. If you're not using this site, you
Wow.
are literally throwing. It tracks
Yeah, I think I mentioned this
everything.
one.
Your achievements, mounts, appearances, infinite power progression, even all of the uncollected rewards.
Any of you guys use this? Oni, you use it? Yeah, this is a
one
great site
single place.
for all these
also,
events.
you could select which phase we are currently in, which of course in our case, it's just the Skies of Fire phase, which is phase 1, and it will show up all of the rewards just for that phase you can go out and collect. So the craziest thing is that it also connects directly to your Battle.net account, meaning it will automatically pull your in-game character data in real time, so you don't have to manually update anything. You just hit refresh on the top left, and it'll show you an updated list of things that you have.
Yeah, this site works for all these events. I've mentioned this before. I think there's a player housing tab for this thing too that literally shows all the achievements that will get you player housing items. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sponsored either, but yeah, completionism.com is really good.
Completed. This right here has been a game changer for me because instead of tabbing in and out of Wowhead 50 million times trying to play the game and figure out what the hell is going on, I literally just go to this window, pop it up, one-stop shop. It is amazing. Definitely check it out. Completionism.com. Now, some important tips that tie directly to this is that you can actually use this Completionism website to track your infinite power and infinite knowledge achievements, which is very, very big for scaling your character strength very quickly. Right now, for example, I'm sitting at 15 infinite knowledge ranks, and it's honestly ridiculous how much more power I'm earning compared to when I first started. Remember, every single rank of infinite knowledge multiplies all of your power gains through your account. So the sooner you start stacking these up, the faster you end up snowballing to where it's very exponential growth. Now, the other big reason to use this website is, of course, for bronze target farming. You can actually track specific achievements that reward big chunks of bronze, and a lot of people just completely overlook stuff like this, which I don't understand why. One of the easiest examples is Mythic dungeons. When you clear a dungeon on Mythic difficulty, even Mythic 0, it automatically completes all of the lower tier versions too, including normal and heroic. So you can instantly knock out 3 achievements at the same time if you haven't done them already and get you a ton of bronze, anywhere between like 15 to 30,000 in one go. Also, don't sleep on the zone specific achievements either. These are very, very easy and give you thousands of bronze. Things like finding 8 treasures in a zone, killing 5 different rare enemies, fully exploring each zone. These are absolute layups that most people just ignore, and they're leaving tens, if not hundreds of thousands of bronze on the table when it comes to all these.
Just as a passive thing, if you see something you can loot, just loot it. Get all the if you see a treasure box, do it. If you see a freaking, I don't know, currency thing or a profession-related ore or something, do it. Just do all the shit, and then you'll probably hit a bunch of these achievements by accident.
Achievements. Definitely check it out. The easiest way I do this is by downloading the Handy Notes add-on from CurseForge. I grab the Legion module, and then I just fly around, collect the treasures on the map, tagging the rares, and then unlock the map completely. Very, very useful. Additionally, I found myself wasting a ton of time trying to clear up my inventory because, as you know, this game is constantly flooding your character with a ton of shit you don't need. That's exactly why I got the Scrapper add-on. With just a click of a button, I queue up all the stuff I don't want in my inventory, I press scrap, and it starts turning it into bronze and power for my character instantaneously. Next up, I see so many...
so this add-on allows you to click everything then that's in your bag, and then it just continually fills up the scrapper and scraps them? Is that what it is? Because it looks like you can queue them, actually, to be scrapped. Okay. That's a nice
Next up,
little
I see
thing.
so many players, even guildmates, constantly complaining about all the flying in Legion Remix or having to keep flying back to Dalaran just to turn in your quest. Well,
Nice.
don't forget you already have the solution sitting in your bags. It's called the Nostwinds Voucher. You use it to instantly teleport back straight to the Infinite Bazaar. You turn in your little Infinite Research dailies, you grab your new ones, but then here's the trick most people don't realize. You can actually click your extra action button again to teleport right back to where you came from. So no more flying back and forth across the entire map. Just pop the voucher.
So it works like the order hall, your class order hall shit. Where if you click it twice, like the Death Gate for Death Knights, I do it in raid all the time. So you click it once to go, and then you click it again without moving. You'll go back to the raid.
Handle your
That's
business
cool.
in the town, and then pop it again to go right back to questing.
Oh, I didn't know
use this
that.
thing constantly, easily 10 times a day, especially when I flip between normal and heroic world tier constantly.
Wonder
For
how long the
example, if a
cooldown is.
specific world quest or rare mob shows up that I want to do on heroic, I'll teleport.
Wait, it says it right here. How long is the cooldown on this thing? No, it doesn't say it, actually. He doesn't have it on his screen.
Do on heroic, I'll teleport to the
I'm guessing
bazaar,
it's not that
do
long.
what I need to do, turn on heroic mode, teleport back. Easy
It's all news.
peasy. Now,
All
while
news.
we're on the topic of consumables, make sure you're actually using all of the consumables in your bag. You got things like timeless scrolls that basically are just mini class-wide buffs
15.
to buff your character in heroic mode for solo play. Timeless drums to give you bloodlust whenever you need it. Scrolls of resurrection, scrolls of summoning. You get the point. Also, don't forget about the Drake treat that instantly refills your dragon riding vigor so you continue to zip around however fast you want. Very, very useful as well. Another incredibly important...
Wait a minute, you eat that while you're flying? You eat the Drake treat while you're flying? That's a thing? I didn't even know you could eat while you're flying. The heck? I guess it's an instant eat.
As well. Another incredibly important
Cool.
consumable that I see people not even talking about is the
Just that one
Elixir
thing,
of
yeah.
Remembered Sight. This allows you to track herbalism and mining nodes on your map. Now, I know what you're thinking. Who gives a
Nice.
shit about herbalism and mining nodes on the map? Well, the thing is once you have enough infinite power like me, mining and herbalism actually start to give you a crap ton of infinite power whenever you loot them. Each one ranging between like
Yep.
$150 to 750 in one single node, which is crazy. You'll notice quickly if you click this tracker, there are a ton of these nodes everywhere. So if you want to grab some extra power along the way or just AFK farm while you're listening to music or you're at work or whatever, it's a very good way to do it. I'm telling you right now, unironically, this is a very good farm.
Not anymore. They nerfed this, did they? Did they nerf the ability to farm through this? Okay, well, fuck.
For methods of power in Legion Remix. It's pretty crazy.
Was a good while
Additionally,
lasted,
while
I
you're
guess.
leveling to level 80, it's very important to start doing LFR as soon as you can to get infinite knowledge and other critical resources to progress your character. This can
Right.
not only give you good gear, it can help you get those achievements completed for the infinite knowledge that we can earn for completing the Emerald Nightmare and the Trial of Valor raid. These will each give you 1 infinite knowledge, and all the rewards from this reset daily. So if you're looking for some
Daily?
easy
Shit.
raw power
When can you start doing LFR? What level?
things
said-
to do
what if
every
he says
day,
it?
definitely add LFR and even normal to the list. But at least while you're leveling, do LFR. Additionally, while you're leveling up, it's
20?
actually really important to not do the bonus quest out
Okay.
in the open world. Yes, the reason for that is because you'd want to save these bonus quests for when you're level 70 onward, as they give you substantially more experience points and scale with your
Oh.
character's progression. Don't ask me why it's designed this way, but you could do just 1 or 2 of these bonus quests and get an entire level in the 70s to 80s. This might
Whoa,
be something
shit.
they fix in the nearby future, so if you're level 70 and you have these bonus quests, definitely track them down, get them done. Another big mistake I see people making, including myself, my very first time leveling up and going around, was actually playing in the heroic world tier. Now, the idea is that, of course, you see heroic, you think better rewards, more power, faster progress, but the truth of the matter is, it's just not worth it while you're leveling up, or even right when you hit max level. The amount of time, effort, and risk it takes compared to normal difficulty is completely lopsided. You'll end up spending way more time dying, pulling small packs, or even just getting one-shotted just to earn very close
Damn.
to, you know, the same
Got
amount of
wrecked.
bronze and XP and infinite power you do in normal if you're not killing things efficiently. So if I can go back and redo it, I would completely skip heroic while leveling. Instead, I would only hop into it
Not if you're a tank. If you're a tank, try heroic tier. Okay, I'll try.
one time to get my 50 empowered mob kills for the infinite
Once
power
I
achievement,
feel like
and
I'm
then
leveled.
immediately swap back to normal. That single infinite knowledge rank is of course worth grabbing early, but beyond that, I think heroic is a big time trap until you're geared up in the end game. Now, once you do hit the end game, that's when heroic starts to make sense because you're farming real rewards. Doing world quests will give you higher tier for your caches for better loot. You can farm empowered mobs out in the world for potential epic loot drops, as well as endgame currencies, which we'll talk about in a minute. You can clear world bosses and harder rares for more infinite power and bronze. And
yeah, he's not playing as Prot here. He's playing as, looks like he's playing as an arms warrior.
At that point, your damage, your
Maybe Prot be the way
survivability,
to go.
and speed are all scaled up relatively enough to make heroic worthwhile. Until then, don't fall for it. I wasted too much time trying to brute force this thing.
I know tanks are the meta right now, and yes, it's because DPS is broken like any remix event, and where tanks typically lack is DPS. So you can go ungodly god mode when it comes to survival, plus you can do crazy DPS, so of course tanking is going to be the meta.
While leveling up and gearing, it was very, very humbling, and it slowed me down. Now, when it comes to the end game and gearing in Legion Remix, there is a lot of misinformation out there, and this is where things can start to get really confusing. And after finally, beating my head around it and getting it done, it's time for me to clear it up.
I thought he was going to say after finally beating off. I mean, sometimes, post-nut clarity can make you really good at WoW. It can. That's true. But that's not what he said.
For everybody. Most of your loot, of course, does not drop directly from mobs. Instead, they come from chests that we open up. You earn these chests, of course, from quests, dungeons, your daily activities from Dalaran and stuff like that. On a very rare occasion, you'll get lucky and you'll see a raw piece of armor or jewelry drop from a dungeon boss or a raid encounter, but the majority of the gear we get is from these chests. There are 3 different versions of these chests in the end game. You have the uncommon green ones, which cap out at 571, the rare blue ones that cap out at 578,
there's the item level cap on these,
and the epic purple chests that cap out at 584. Now,
okay, but that's the cap, right? So you can still get lower item level gear in your epic chest if you're just shit out of luck.
Here is where things start to get a little confusing. Yes, epic gear from that chest scale up to 584, but it actually continues to scale much higher once you continue to progress your character. You can get this number higher by completing endgame content like your daily infinite power chest from the dragon, doing the raid content, Mythic Plus dungeons, and other systems we'll break down in just a minute. You can't just manually upgrade your gear in Legion Remix. Instead, the system will automatically scale new epic drops based on your current item level. So what that means very plainly, if you're not understanding, is that whenever you get a new epic drop, its item level will usually be 3 to 4 item levels higher than your current average rounded up piece of gear. For example, I had a chest piece that was 601 item level. I kill a raid boss, it will award me with a 604 piece of item level chest piece gear, which was slightly above what I was wearing. Then future chest rewards will give me past 604 to like 607 or 610 or something.
I wonder if you can hang on to the caches, like, but then you won't level up in terms of item level. So maybe that's not a good idea. But if you're about to raid or something, you know what I mean? You have like 3 caches in your bag, and so you wait until after the raid to open the caches. Will they give you better gear because you waited? Or is it just based on when you loot it? I don't know.
So on and so forth for all your gear. To break it down simply, you don't upgrade your gear manually. The only way you're going to upgrade and increase your item level in the end game is from the Motes of Broken Time. It
stays at the level you got it at. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Otherwise, you'd have people doing what I just described, which is hoarding caches and then doing other content to open the caches.
Chest of infinite power that we get from dailies as a dragon and dungeon queues, Legion raids, and some Mythic Plus content, which we'll talk about later. So now that we know how to do it all, let's talk about some of these endgame currencies and how to actually obtain them. Now, right off the bat, when you're doing activities at level 80, some of the most common currency you're going to be coming across is the Mote of Broken Time. I highly recommend right when you hit max level to simply go in normal mode and finish the campaign and all the side quests for every single zone at level 80. From that point, you will get flooded with a ton of gear to at least get you started, blue quality items, endgame gear to get you going. Not only that, more importantly though, you will get a ton of these Motes of Broken Time, and they will start dropping from a variety of sources. And the idea is that you collect 10 of these and you use them to get a piece from a raid to drop instantly for your character in your bag. Every quest that
that's
you do
nice.
in the end game gives you 1 to 2 of these. So while you're gathering up all your infinite power and knowledge and stuff like that, getting all your chores done, you're actually collecting gear from a raid, which is really nice. It's a good
Nice.
1-2 punch combo. Something very interesting is that these have a chance to drop even off of empowered enemies in the heroic world tier. So if you can end up farming heroic world tier, mobs efficiently, you can end up progressing your character pretty quickly.
So if you are playing a tank, this is a good way to get some shit, right? You hit that cap level, finish all the quests, and then just start collecting these empowered modes by putting everything in heroic world tier, and you'll just gear out like crazy.
Completely solo if you want to. For example, what I like to do is go on heroic world tier. I like to complete the world quest out in the world because they drop blue quality chests that give me motes of broken time. They give me reputation bonuses, achievement progression, and stuff like that. And while I'm out there, I will kill some empowered enemies near the area for some bonus infinite knowledge, as well as motes of broken time. So at that point, it's like a 4-for-1 special there at like a Chinese joint, which is pretty efficient if you ask me. Not only that, these also drop from raid bosses at 2 per normal boss, 3 per heroic, and 4 for mythic bosses. Remember, when you finally get 10 and you use this, it will give you a guaranteed piece of gear at your highest item level quality, but there is a chance it can improve your item level as well. If I had to guess, it would be maybe 25 to 40% chance of it improving the item level bracket. It's not the highest thing ever, but there is a chance for it to happen because I've had it happen to me. Additionally, when it comes to endgame currency, you have the fragmented Mementos of Epoch challenges currency.
Jesus.
If you combine 100 of these bad boys, it will give you a massive amount of stamina and infinite power for your character. For example, when I used it, it gave me 2,750 stamina, as well as 85,000 infinite power, which is very, very big for most characters. These drop off of honestly just fighting difficult mobs like rare bosses in heroic world tier, as well as bosses in general. The best way I found to farm these out is simply just by running LFR normal and heroic mode raids. If you do all of these raid tiers, you probably would get anywhere between 150 to 200 total of these, which can shoot your character up a very, very nice amount very easily. By the way, don't be too scared to step into some of this higher tier content. There are people in there who are doing some ridiculous damage and numbers that are playing even more than me, to where they make me look like a pipsqueak in there. Don't get me wrong, I can hold my own to deal good damage, but there are people that will be in there and they will carry you. I promise you, you'll be fine. And then last but not least, we do have Mythic Plus to talk about. Now, I have run a few Mythic Plus dungeons at this point in time, and once again, Blizzard has decided to make Mythic Plus a very great way to get gear, but not only that, bronze. Gear in Mythic Plus is...
So you could solo Mythic Plus? I mean, I'm guessing up to a certain level, right? Like, these things scale. You can only go so high soloing until you get more gear, I guess.
Locked to a specific item level, and you can see the graph on screen here. It doesn't go through that whole, epic gear progression thing that we just talked about. It's just simply item level locked gear at certain Mythic Plus levels. Not only that, though, the amount
Well, there you go. Somebody just asked in chat, how do you get past 609 item levels? Right here, man. Do a plus 14. Look at that shit. 17, 20. Oh my god, it scales up to, look at this. If you're doing a plus 40, you can't see it. It's below my Smackin' ad. 681, by the way, get yourself some Smackin' sunflower seeds. Use code Samiccus at checkout. But look at how high that goes. 681 at a plus 40. 675 at a plus 38, and then you see it there. Plus 35, 669, 60. That scales like crazy. Shit. Mythic Plus the way to go, probably.
I got from 1 plus 5 Mythic Plus last night was a little over 25,000 bronze in one single run. Now,
this doesn't work anymore. It's been changed.
Achievements.
So is Mythic Plus not the way to go? I think it's been nerfed, but it's still a great way to level up. I think Mythic Plus is still considered to be the way to gear out. Maybe I'm wrong, but I get they nerfed it, but I think it's still the best way to do it.
Tied to this because I didn't get the footage for it, but it was ridiculous.
This is
how
old
much
info
bronze I got, and the dungeon took about 15 minutes to run.
So the item levels are old, I'm assuming.
So I can assume this can get really, really out of hand later on down the line when you're running 30s and even 40s. More importantly, though, because of Mythic Plus having, dedicated drop item levels, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to...
Mythic Plus drops motes only? No gear? Oh shit, Sam's showing an old-ass pointless video. I mean, it's still relevant in that a lot of the shit he said still matters, but I guess this Mythic Plus stuff... I do remember reading a blue post that this shit got nerfed, but I didn't realize that was how they nerfed it. They took away fucking the gear. This sort of already has so many changes.
Funnel
Well, we're gonna
friends
watch it
or,
anyways. Fuck it, we're almost there.
guildies gear if you can carry
So,
them
so
through
Great Assault. Anybody who's watching me react to this right now, the Mythic Plus item levels, that shit's done. Doesn't exist
these
anymore.
dungeons, because at the end of every Mythic Plus, everybody gets a guaranteed piece
Pre-watch
of loot,
confirmed, yeah.
no matter what, and it's scaled. We will have to see if this actually is a fact. We'll test it out in the future and keep you guys updated, but it is
You get
definitely worth
motes only
noting. One
plus
last
fragmented
thing
mementos,
that I
okay.
noticed is that Rested XP put out a guide for Legion Remix. It is a pretty good guide, and it helps you with a lot of like things when it comes to questing and leveling up. If you don't care about all the nonsense, you want to just turn your brain off and just have Rested XP do your thing. Like, I know
Yesterday I soloed a tier 11 Mythic Plus on my Shadow Priest. It was easy, so I can go higher for sure. I got a 735 item level, though. Can you get to 735 item level? Is that true? Or do you mean 635?
you bastards did in Classic. Click the link in the
Yeah, I'm
description
sure it's
below.
not
We do
hard.
have a link. You can, use the affiliate code. I used it. It was pretty solid, so go ahead and check it out. There's a lot of different resources on there as well. If you learned anything in this video, comment Legion
740
Remix,
is
type in
max
the
right now.
comment section
Shit.
below. Also, do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, the Comeback
my
Kids are
God.
doing a Midnight Epic Edition free giveaway. So click the link in the description below. Follow some of our other platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and X, because we are posting on there now. Greatly increase the chance you get this awesome prize from the Comeback Kids. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing or check out one of the videos you see on screen here to stay up to date on all things Warcraft. My name's Sky for the Comeback Kids. It's an absolute pleasure to make content for you all. I'll see you in the next one.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I guess some of that shit about Mythic Plus towards the end was kind of irrelevant, as well as the farming via getting like mining and herbalizing and shit like that. Don't do that anymore. The rest of the shit probably still decently accurate. But overall, I'm going to jump right into Legion Remix right now. Nice video from the Comeback Kids. Do the shit, guys. Just do the shit. You'll get the gear. There you go.